Hello, my name is Nama Magina and welcome to another video on the Excel series. Today I'll be teaching you about cell references in Excel. Cell references in Excel are made up of two parts: the letter to show the column and the number to show the row. So we have two types of cell references. We have the relative reference and absolute. The relative references change when the formula is copied to another cell, and I'll show you what I mean. So we have this table that shows products, their quantity, and the price. And in order to get the total sales value for tables, for example, we would need to multiply quantity, D5, by price, E5. And that gives us the total sales value for tables. To get the value for chairs, we can simply copy this into the next cell. And this works because Excel tries to be helpful and uses relative referencing to move the references along in the direction that we copied it. So now we have D6 by E6. And this is very helpful because we can very easily copy this formula all the way down to get the total sales value for all of our products. And that is relative reference. Absolute reference is a command which tells Excel to lock in the value of the cell so it doesn't change no matter where the formula is copied to. So in order to effect that, we use the dollar sign. So let's look at this example. In this example, we need to calculate a new price for each of our products. We're trying to increase the price of our products by 5%. So in order to do that, we take the old price and we add 5% of the price to itself. So that will be, for tables, D18 plus D18 times 5%. And that gives us the new price. The price has increased from 55 to 57.75. So now let's do what we did for the relative references. We copy the formula and we paste it here to get the price for chairs. And we can see that the price doesn't change. And that's because, again, Excel is trying to be helpful and it moves the formula down along how we copied it. But we're not trying to do that. We need F15 to be fixed because that is where we have our 5%. So we don't want it to change to F16. We need it to remain as F15. So what we can do is use the dollar sign, like I said, to lock in the reference of that cell to make it an absolute reference. So let me show you how that's done. We put the dollar sign in front of the letter as well as in front of the number, and that locks in the value of that cell. So now, even when we copy the formula along, the cell reference does not change, and that is absolute referencing. So with relative referencing, we call the cell with the letter and the number, and when we copy the formula, it moves along in the direction that we copy it. Excel helps us and moves the formula, changes the formula according to the reference. However, with absolute referencing, we use the dollar signs before the letter and or before the number to fix the column and the row. So when we copy the cell, it doesn't move along relative to where we're copying it from. And that's cell references in Excel. Now you know a thing or two about cell references on Excel. Remember to keep practicing. See you in the next class.